Hello, SimTheWorld here. We are back with our Farming Simulator 19 playthrough. This is the Alpine expansion. So, I mentioned yesterday we had some TMR to make for the cattle. That way we had plenty of food for them for the next upcoming couple months probably. It'll last a while. It takes them a decent amount of time to get through 16,000 liters of the stuff. I'm going to leave the tractor there. I did top them off not too long ago. Let's take a look. So we do need to get them some water. Ooh, they do need food. You see, oh, right, you got to switch over. I always forget, you need to actually select the mixer in order to use it. It's a little weird. It's a little, I never remember it until I'm mixing. That's alright. They got plenty of food. Getting them some water now. Butch was playing in the water, it looked like. It's a good day on the farm. The cows are getting happy. I'd like to see them by, the spring up to 90-95% health. Of course, it's low health just because we brought in those cows from the animal pen. Normally it wouldn't look like that. So last night I was working really late. It gets dark much quicker again. I finished all the mowing. I baled. Of course, I used the pink bales to signify those are from our own field. I've been using the white bales for anything I pick up extra off the contract jobs. So that's what I'm going to do this morning. I want to say, let's take a look at the weather. Yeah, the weather so for today looks good. So we're going to jump back to the harvesting once I collect all the bales. The reason I'm not doing it immediately is I'm not sure yeah, you can see in the top right there next to the temperature, that little plant with the water sign that's signifying that the ground is still damp. So I don't know if that affects the harvest or not. I know you can't harvest in the rain. I also suspect it might be an issue if you try to harvest when the crops are still wet. So it's not a big deal. There's stuff to do around here. Like, we took care of the cattle. I got them new straw. We got the feed mixed up and everything's taken care of like that. We also have all these silage bales to collect. Should hopefully be 20 of them. That's what we typically get out of this front field. I'm going to go ahead and get these all collected up, and I'll meet you guys over at the silage pit. So I'm not entirely sure what happened. Maybe it's just because of the weeds. Maybe I will have to fertilize those fields. I only got 17 bales out of the front there. Oh. Make sure those fall in. Perfect. Yeah, I don't want those going anywhere. I've been taking a look at how the bales are looking recently. I'd have to suspect at this point a few of the ones we took and wrapped at the beginning of the year are finished fermenting. Yeah, we have 27 bales. Let's see what's fermenting. So yeah, everything we just dropped off is obviously going to ferment, but everything we had prior is already silage bales. So we have 27 here. That's quite a bit. We probably don't need them all, but I'm not going to take any chances and sell any quite yet. I'll wait until spring, see how much we need. Obviously, as the farm grows, we're always going to need more. We're going to have new calves in the spring. And it's going to take a couple of years before they start producing milk. So we're going to need feed for that couple of years. It's better to err on the side of caution. So it's still morning. We can give the harvesting a shot. Why don't I go over... We got to take that tractor back to the field anyhow. I'll go do that, and we can see about if the field's ready to be harvested or if we need to wait a little longer. Let's go ahead and see if it's going to be an issue then, now that we're at the field, to try and harvest. Let's see, are they going to yell at us? No. Okay, so we can get back to work. Oh, interesting. See those contracts. Some of those contracts already got harvest. I didn't do that field next to us, but I know that was one that needed done yesterday. So I kept trying not to run into the field. So yeah, there's a few farmers at work here. It's a competition to see who can get what done quickest. And I guess we weren't quick enough. I don't know how they did that though. They must have harvested in the middle of the night. Because it was raining it was still raining when I was doing bales. And that was probably 10 p.m. or, 22 o'clock, whatever you refer to it. I'm in the States, so 10 p.m. is the way I go. Needless to say, they came in like bandits in the night and swept up that whole field and any money I would have made off of it. Which is slightly unfortunate. I need to line up the contracts for the straw bales. That's today's goal. Even if I take a couple of them and kind of juggle them, we need to make sure we're getting straw for the winter. Because that's going to take care of the bedding. That's also in the TMR. If we don't have enough straw to get through, it's going to cost us quite a bit. Straw bales from the store are $650 a bale. They're not cheap. And as we get more cows, we're going to be using more. It's going to cost more. So if I can work out any sort of deal with these farmers, collect that. I mean, they're not using it. Like, if we're able to collect the canola straw, see, we're shooting it out over the field, and it does go back into the ground, and I'm sure it provides some nutrients. But we do go through and fertilize the hell out of these fields. That's what they pay us to do all spring and summer. There's plenty of stuff in the field. We should be fine collecting the straw. And in fact, there's actually a mod, I believe, that allows you to collect canola straw, and I'm not sure. There's a couple different straws you can collect. However, I know that mod doesn't play nicely with seasons, which is why it's not enabled here. It also seemed like it'd be a lot of, we're going to make a good chunk of money off the canola. This contract's $7,000, and then on top of that, we're going to get the extra crops. Probably at least, a harvester full. So this is going to be, I wouldn't doubt, a $12,000 contract. So to get straw bales on top of that seems a little extreme. I don't know. I'll shut up. I'm going to finish this. Hopefully I can get this wrapped up. We'll get it loaded off to Fellsburn, and I'll come to you guys with a few contracts this afternoon. See what makes sense. I am back. We are dropping off this trailer load to the train station, of course. I messed that one up, so got it unloaded here. Take just a second. That's unloaded. I think this completes the contract. Let me go track down that train and I'll be right with you guys. So it does not appear that the train is running currently, so I gotta wait until it's in town. It must be at Fellsburn. So we can't drop this contract off quite yet. We gotta wait on them. I think I mentioned we've got a few fields. I was talking to some of the farmers, figuring out what we can use for the straw, what we can't. We're going to take the harvesting jobs on, frankly, the remaining contracts here. So field 22, field 23, field 4, and field 5. So it's going to be a lot. We could try for field 11. I don't know if we're going to have enough time. But I'm going to accept these now. and we're committing to this. Boy, is this going to be a lot of work. Yeah, the baling contract's not even going to have time. And where did those contracts just disappear to? Something fishy's going on here, that's for sure. Go take a look at field 4 and 5. This is field 4. There's the train. I'm going to go catch that. So maybe not all is lost today. But I think all the fields have been harvested. So... shoot. Alright, so I'm in this train right now. Yeah, you saw that, I think all the fields have been harvested. It's going to be an issue. I'm concerned now that we're not going to be able to collect the straw like we had planned. We're going... yeah, this is not good. Ooh, I missed that too. Not what I was hoping for whatsoever. Let's get the canola in. Make sure it's actually going in the right car. There we go. So, this is going to be quite an issue. I was really, really looking for that straw to be used for the cows. I think that's going to be an issue for us. While I'm here, I might as well... I think we had a little bit of oats left in here. Get rid of those. And we'll take this all down to Felsburn. I don't know what happened. I was full... it was one day. It's still early autumn. I don't know how that all got harvested. Some farmer just came up from behind and took all that... took all those fields and did it in the middle of the night. Because yeah, even in the back over there, all those fields are harvested. So, we're gonna have to see what tomorrow brings. I'm going to... we'll complete this contract, and that will probably wrap up our day. I'm going to have to go figure out what happened, what we're going to do going forward. This might end up being a very quick autumn. Yeah, that takes care of the contract. We only got 611 in the harvest. And it's still active, which that's an issue. I got no clue what's going on, you guys. I'm very confused why these contracts are being a little weird. I'm going to have to sort through that. We just delivered that whole field worth of canola. So, I'll figure it out and we'll go from there. Alright, so you can see I figured out what was the issue. We harvested and completed contract 14. I'm going to collect that before that becomes an issue. So I was looking around, and with that completed, we run into the issue now. All those fields we were going to harvest now need to be cultivated. And in fact, if we take this one, disappeared. The baling, oh, the baling's stuck. That's surprising. Field 15 needs to be baled. Field 24 needs to be baled. Let's go take a look at them. So at least these have some grass. We'll do silage bales there. But I'm really, really not understanding. These potatoes are still growing. Maybe we'll be able to harvest them. Maybe some other farmer will come up and in the middle of the night harvest them all out from under us. I don't know. This is frustrating. Yeah, we're really planning on the straw. Let me jump over to field 7 and we're going to take a look there. So in field 7, there's actually wheat growing. And this is what I want to keep an eye on. So I'm going, as soon as this contract comes up, I don't know why it's not listed here yet. Yeah, everything's saying cultivating, which, to be honest, we're not doing cultivating. Ooh. They can cultivate their own fields, especially when they got the other farmers to do the harvesting. They skipped that on us, so you know what? That's their job. We need to figure out who owns field 7 and get the straw off of that field. Because otherwise, it's going to cost us quite a bit of money. And I don't want to run into that, so... yeah, this wasn't the episode I was expecting it to be. I was really, really expecting to take autumn to harvest a lot of this, but... it seems like we will need to start buying some fields. Otherwise, we're not going to get the straw off of them. We got to be smarter about this next year. I'm going to take care of those baling contracts. I'm sure. Yeah, it's going to take probably 2 days to do. That'll get us to mid-autumn. Maybe we'll have some other stuff to harvest by then. I'll tune in if something changes, but otherwise, this might be a pretty slow autumn. So, with that, thanks for watching as I simulate my life one game at a time. If you enjoy this video, please be sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss any of the future action. You can follow on Twitter for updates of future games being played, as well as follow on Twitch as I try to stream 3 days a week. Thanks! I'll see you next time at SimTheWorld.